Oh, not getting enough oomph out of your energy drink? Then try an extra strength.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. It'll be the Heat off the tip. So here's Miami's starting group. Dang and Bosh are small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in the 5 spot. Dang kicks to Whiteside. Shot clock at 6. Wade. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, you knew things were going to be different in Miami without LeBron. They slowed down their approach on offense, going from one of the more up-tempo teams to one of the slower ones last season.
Now here's Carter Williams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Dragic. Right side a screen. It's Dragic with the drive. Right side, this is the Dang. Offensive rebound. Wade kicks to Bosh. Stolen by Henson. Henson, a screen on Dang. Out to the right wing. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. Carter Williams, the pass to Middleton. Here's Monroe. No good. And it's Miami the other way.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And that one's good by Bosh.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Now here's Carter Williams. Monroe sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Oh, beautiful cheat. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Wade against Middleton. Dang gets a wide open look. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up. More tightly on the perimeter.
Middleton on the wing. Here's the floater. And it's good on the way in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
He'd have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here's Dragic. Outside Dang. Wade against Middleton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Dwayne Wade continues, Clark, to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Carter Williams. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Dang. And he floats in for the easy two. With the assist on that one. Dang's got 5 now.
And for Wade and his change in style, I really felt it was a necessity. Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season.
Here's Carter Williams, and he gets the bucket. Carter Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was. And, you know, in general, back to Wade now. All the greats evolve and add to their games as their careers move forward. The best way to stay relevant in the NBA is by adding to your game and honing your skill.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Dragic the pass to Dang. Feeds it to Whiteside. Here's the 3. They get it back. The kick out to Dang. Bosh dishes to Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. To the left wing. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 6. Now Henson. Monroe outside. And it's Carter Williams, that time on the assist by Monroe. 8 points for Michael Carter Williams. Here's Dragic. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Stoudemire. Rebound, Milwaukee. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Here's Wade. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Fader on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
To the middle. Here's Henson. And there's the 3-second violation. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Dragic kicks to Dang. The pass to Bosh. The feed to Dragic. 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Out to the right wing. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's Dang. He has 5. And the basket by Wade.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Dragic again. It's Carter Williams. Now here's Henson. Not a lot of room. And Lou Alben gets the whistle that time.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and they had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Winslow's checked in for Miami. Doubled by Bosch. It's stolen by Stoudemire. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And Miami also making a switch. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Mayo, that's good.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Stoudemire following the basket by O.J. Mayo. 4 on the clock. A baseline J. A shot by Stoudemire, no good.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Mayo, the best to Plumlee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Winslow. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong.
Come on, man.
Together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Josh McRoberts is checked in for Miami. Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. Pass to Chalmers. Stoudemire, the screen. There's Winslow. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. And here's Chalmers for 3. Here's Stoudemire. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Now Bayless. And it's Parker at the elbow. Parker double team. Here's Plumlee. Miami grabs the miss.
Man, you got to make that, baby.
Green left side. The dish to McRoberts. Out to the wing. Chalmers with it. McRoberts misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Parker with it. Now Green defending. Parker kicks to Inglis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Inglis has got his first points of the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Winslow wide open. He fires. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Bayless the pass to Inglis. And Plumlee kicks to Parker. Dishes it to Mayo. Oh, good with the triple.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Chalmers dishes to Green. Here's McRoberts. Tie game in Milwaukee. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. game now starting the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way.
Yeah. Or handball. Or handball. Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Miami, Chalmers is out there with Gerald Green. Then it's Stoudemire. Then there's Josh McRoberts. Winslow in at the three, the small forward.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
The Heat making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Greg, going back to those Plumlee brothers you were talking about, there is competition. And then, Clark, you know, there's this friendly rivalry that'll always exist.
Yeah, the brotherly competition, if you will. They have similar bodies and share some of the same attributes as well. Drafted in back-to-back years, both toward the end of the first round. A lot of parallels.
A lot of similarities, you're right. And Anderson kicks to Chalmers. It's picked off. Here's Mayo, and that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Mayo's got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
For Bayless, it was his sixth team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
And some changes here for the Heat. Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Mario Chalmers. The Heat trail by 3. Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA. And he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift. You need a smart offensively. You go see Jerry.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. He kicks it to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Plumlee in the post. Working on Anderson. Plumlee, no luck.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Right side, Dragic. Back to Green. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists now tonight. Here is Bayless. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Parker, a screen on Dragic. Kicks it to Mayo. Here's Inglis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Miami's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And McRoberts now top of the key. Outside Dang. Soft touch off the glass. Dang's got 7 points.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Parker. The rebound by Anderson. Outside Dang. Pulls it up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard. A lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3 or just taking it to the rack himself.
Mayo, the pass to Bayless. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Inglis.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now here's Dragic. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Now Bayless. Parker, right side. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got 3 assists now in this one.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms, to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
Now the Bucks moving it up. Shot by Mayo is no good. And here is Dang. 7 points in the game. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Dragic. Pass to McRoberts. The Heat need to get a shot off. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on deep. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Henson sets a screen for Carter Williams. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Josh McRoberts. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Wade, he's checked in for Green. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Antetokounmpo gets to Middleton. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Six to shoot. To the inside. Stolen by Bosh. Now here's Winslow. Outside Bosh. That's tipped. Wade outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Winslow. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 6 points here for Justice Winslow. Carter Williams with it. He's got 12. Pass to Henson. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Monroe dishes to Antetokounmpo. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges. And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
There's Winslow. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
For the Bucks, their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
And again, the Bucks miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wade passes to Bosch. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out to the right wing. Winslow's shot is off.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Middleton's got 5 now.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
And it's Wade penetrating. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And Henson sends it back. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
That one drops. He ties it up. Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Now here's Winslow. 8 points for him. Outside Bosch. 6 on the shot clock. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it to Henson. Outside Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 7.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Clark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Timeout called, the Heat.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Dragic in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Carter Williams after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Middleton against Green. Now the pass today. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Getting back to Henson last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation. I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 12. And he gets it to go. Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy who can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
And he gets it to go.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. And the jam by Greg Monroe.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Now here's Monroe. Here's Carter Williams. And there's the feed to Henson. And it's sent back by Bosch. Carter Williams against Green. Here's Dragic. Pass to Bosch. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Heat lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Terrific game for Carter Williams. He has 14 points and 1 assist. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
And Clark, I just love the supreme focus with which he's playing.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Carter Williams.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. Antetokounmpo out there with Monroe. And it's Henson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Now here's Wade. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Wade. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of a great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him, given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
Here's Whiteside, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And the Heat lead by 7.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it, because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And here's Dragic following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Dang. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bucks trail by 4. Now Carter Williams. 14 points for him. Monroe dishes to Carter Williams. Middleton on the wing. Henson a screen on Wade. Offensive rebound. Takes it down to Middleton. There's the dish to Henson. Pass to Monroe. Uses both hands to slam it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now here's Dang. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, Dang. Wide open. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. And here is Carter Williams. Dishes it to Henson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And, Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for Miami. And he converts the layup. Mick Roberts has got his first basket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Carter Williams again. Dragic. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami leads got down to just 2 points with the bucket from Monroe.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now here's Dragic. And it's Wade in the corner. He kicks to Whiteside. Outside Dang. Takes a 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Carter Williams. 14 points for him. Monroe outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Stoudemire, the screen. Back to Chalmers. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists now tonight. But Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
Now Chalmers, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Onda Tecumbo kicks to Middleton. Here's Carter Williams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete. He plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Now, here's Chalmers. Stoudemire outside. Here's Wade. And the layup's good off the glass. Wade's got 11 points. Well, going back to Michael Carter Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
To the paint. Here's Monroe. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And now just a 3-point Heat lead.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Platoon swapped here for Milwaukee. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. Gerald Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. On the subject of Michael Carter Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing you can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field, and you expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Heat getting the bucket. Vasquez kicks to Parker. And he dunks it down.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Vasquez passes to Inglis. Tips it, but no good. The Heat leading by 3. He locks up the alley-oop pass, and it's Green with the jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Miami's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the call will be against O.J. Mayo. That's his first foul. Here's Chalmers. 5 points in the game. Here's Stoudemire. Back to Chalmers. Just 5 on the clock. Winslow kicks to Chalmers. And the wide open shot from Green. Green missing again.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And he slams it down right on top of Miles Plumlee. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure. Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley, Clark, kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Tries again, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And he makes both free throws. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
There's Winslow.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Mayo dishing to Parker. Double team on Parker. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from O.J. Mayo.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
The kick out to Bosch. And it's Winslow, that time on the assist by Bosch. That's 12 points here for Justice Winslow.
It looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, heck, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
Stolen by Bosch. Winslow with it. He's got 12. Stoudemire, the pass to Green. Bosch inside, covered by Parker. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Heat making a switch here. Deng's checked in. And Bayless kicks to Parker. It's stolen by Deng. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. Bucks trail by 6. Off the inbound. The shot's good from Bayless. Bayless has got his first basket of the night. And the Heat call time here.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Some changes. Chris Anderson is checked in for Stoudemire. Wade comes in for Green, and it's Dragic in for Mario Chalmers. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Haslem a screen, and it's Wade penetrating. Kicks to Haslem. Back to Wade. Got a hand on it. Passes it to Plumlee. Back to Parker. Got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the... It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Heat out front. They lead by 2. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Haslem's out there with Chris Anderson. And it's Dragic in the 1 spot. Now here's Wade. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. No good. That would have tied it. Dragic dishes to Dang. Plumlee with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Ingles. And he hits it to tie the game up. Ingles has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bucks. Mayo against Wade. Outside Dang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Dragic. Buries it from 3-point range.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Here is Bayless. Stolen by Anderson. And that's a foul called on Miles Plumlee. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Wade, right side. It's stolen.
He's lost his concentration in the 2nd half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just 1. Now he's got a bunch.
Miami leading by 3. Outside Dragic. 3-pointer. The shot is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Bayless the pass to Ingles. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got 4 assists now tonight. And it's Dragic off the drive. Shot's good. Dragic has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Mayo kicks to Bayless. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's Dang. To the paint. The kick out to Dragic. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson. Another shot. Haslam, that's good. And the Heat lead by 3.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
They set the pick. Here's Inglis. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Dragic dishes to Dang. Inside. And the jam by Udonis Haslem.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And Bayless kicks to Plumlee. It's stolen by Wade. Here's Dragic. He dishes it to Anderson. He feeds it to Wade. Anderson, a screen on Parker. The drive by Wade. The kick out to Dragic. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And Bayless kicks to Mayo. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Wade against Middleton. Feeds to Dang. Haslam a screen. Dang attacking. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
And Monroe kicks to Carter Williams. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate, like guys he cannot miss.
That's what this team needs right now, solid scoring chances.
Now here's Dragic. Wade outside. Anderson up top. To the middle. It's tipped. Down low. The kick out to Dragic. Launches a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Now Carter Williams. And there's the pass to Monroe. In transition, here comes Miami. Dragic has got the ball. And it's Wade with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up, he can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
The Heat making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in for Anderson. Wash comes in for Udonis Haslem. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Green and for Dwayne Wade. Dragic with a wide open look. Knocks down the three ball.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team confines. Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
The Heat making a switch here. Chalmers is checked in. Now, here's Chalmers. And there's the feed to Green. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bucks trail by 6. And here is Carter Williams. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Can't hit from in close. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Miami no good on that time either. Carter Williams, the pass to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Pelicans. Winslow kicks to Chalmers. Pass to Bosch. Shot clock at 5. Back to Chalmers. Here's Green. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Henson with the screen. Now here's Carter Williams. D right on him. And the basket good. Carter Williams has got 10 points here in the second half.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the 4th.
Now here's Green. There's the dish to Chalmers. Connects from 3-point range. And the Heat lead by 7.
They've stepped up their 3-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose. Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Middleton with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Here's Monroe. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
And the Heat call time here. They're ahead by 5. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. Wade comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Dragic in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Carter Williams after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Carter Williams dishes to Middleton. He kicks to Henson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here's Dragic. Then kicks to Wade. The rebound by Middleton.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Middleton on the wing. They get a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Carter Williams against Dragic. Dishes it to Whiteside. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Monroe. The offensive rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.